Let's see, is it going to work? Have I plug everything in the right holes? Looking promising. Yeah, I think we're there. Evening all. Hopefully we're up and running. Well, since I've done this, give us a thumbs up underneath if we're working, or type something in the comments, and then I know everything is honky-dory. Just give it a minute or two. Let's see, is there anybody there? I plugged everything in. Oh, I've got a thumb up. Evening pizza, Stella. Excellent. Right, things must be working then. Good-o. Yes, so busy old day, or busy old few weeks really. Evening, Paul. What with everything that's been going on and being iller than I've been for a long time. This horrible flu thing, there's an awful lot of it about at the moment. People are getting it. Knocked me out for 4 weeks basically. I don't normally get ill, and this is yeah, not being good. I just about recovered, I think. Just about got my voice back, and then spent about 2 hours on the phone today to the bank having a row with them, as you do. So never mind, we're here. So catalogue is now up for the auction, and with this new pre-bidding feature. So to kind of explain how that works, I've logged into my Evening Gary, my account. So obviously if you click the link to go to Easy Live, let's say I'm logged in at the minute. If you're not, you need to log in or create an account, obviously if you haven't got an account there already. Then these buttons here, instead of register now or sign in, will say bid now or view catalogue. So I think they both take you to the same page, as it were. So essentially, so you see now these all have starting bids on. I've set, obviously the first 2 or 3 lots are just information. I've set everybody, well, these have got bids on, to start at £1 to give everybody a bit of a chance to have a little bit of play with it and get used to how it works. Even David, bear in mind that this is a live auction site and they are real bids if you put a bid on something. So just bear that in mind. Don't go bidding £1,000 for something to test it out, because you might end up paying £1,000 for it. But pick on something that you know is going to make plenty of money while everything's still at £1. Let's see, here we are, look, a slot machine. Jennings Victoria, well, we know that's going to make a few £100, don't we? So for instance, if I put £10 bid on there and click to place bid, click to confirm. So I'm the highest bidder, so it tells me that my max bid I placed is £10 and the current bid is £1. Now how this differs from the auto bids previously is this: now if somebody else now comes along and bids £20, for example, the bid will go up. I will be outbid at my £10 max, so that it will show the current bid at probably £11 or £12, whatever the increment is, and the system will send me an email to say you've been outbid on the Jennings Victoria lot 47. Do you want to bid more, etc., or not? So so with this pre-bidding, I mean, it tells you here basically, it shows you what your opposing bids are, if that makes sense. Whereas with the leaving auto, the absentee auto bids, you had no idea what anybody else had bid. You still obviously don't know what their highest bid is, but you know how the bidding is going. So hopefully people that find it useful. Edit bid, bearing in mind you can edit it down, but only to whatever the current bid is. So you're better starting low and going up, because once you place a bid, you can't remove it altogether. So for instance here, the current bid is £1, my maximum bid is £10, so I can edit my bid and I can bring that down. If I try and put it to 0, it won't let me. It's not a valid bid, but I should be able to drop it back down to £1, which is the current highest bid. Enter a bid higher. Well, I can't actually, I have to have it higher than the current bid. I can probably do 2 then. Yes, there we are, £2. So you're better putting a bid on and then going up if you get outbid. If that makes sense. Then if we go back to the main catalogue page, just to refresh on that, and it will tell me I'm the current highest bidder, etc. So the advantage of this is twofold. You can kind of, for instance, let's say, okay, so in this auction we've got 4 high tops. Let's say for argument's sake you want a high top, but you're not particularly bothered which one you get. Now, if you're not able to bid live in the auction because you're busy on Sunday, I mean, these all need a bit of work, but let's say for argument's sake, for the sake of this exercise, that these were all, you know, good up and running and all pretty much the same. So we were expecting the of them to make about, I don't know, £600, say. Ordinarily, you'd have to think to yourself, well, I don't want to buy 4 bandits. I only want one of them. So which one, how do I leave my bids? Because if I leave £600 on each, I might end up buying all 4, which I don't want, because I haven't got £2.5 to spare and the wife will kill me. I only want one, and with absentee bids you can't really do that. You have to kind of pick one. So you might think, oh, okay, well, the one I really want is lot 55, let's say. So you put your £600 on that and hope for the best. And let's say, for argument's sake, come auction day, 53 makes 500, 54 makes 550, 55, the one you really wanted, perhaps it's a little bit nicer, that might make 650, so you get outbid and don't get it. And then lot 56, let's say for argument's sake, makes £600. So you end up, you haven't got a bandit because you were outbid on the day on the one you wanted. But as it happens, well, you might have bought the first 2 if you were able to bid live because they only made 550. Or even when you got outbid on 55, you could have still have to go at number 56 and you might have got that for your 600. So with this pre-bidding, what you can do is, I mean, you know, you could bid up lot 55. You might end up getting outbid before the auction. It might go over your £600 limit. It might go to £700 before you even start the auction. So in that case, you know, okay, well, there's no point on that one. That one's more than your limit. So then you might drop back and perhaps try on lot 54, etc. So of course, there's no guarantee on auction day somebody still might outbid you when it comes to the live auction. But it does give you a bit more flexibility because you can essentially bid on the lots in the auction out of order, if that makes sense. Once you'll try it, you'll get used to the idea. Also, if you're selling and buying in the same auction, which a lot of the collectors do, before the auction starts, you might have a bit of an idea where your lots you're selling are going to end up, and that can help you budget if you're looking to buy something else. So hopefully it'll be useful to people. But as I say, while the bids are all still low at £1, just have a bid on a couple of things. You know, put a 5 on a bandit or something, and you'll just get a feel of how it works. And it should send you an email to confirm your bid. And then when you get outbid, which you invariably will, on £5 on a bandit, it will send you another email to say you've been outbid. So that way you can just test that the system is working for you. If you end up buying a bandit for a £5, well, great. So there we are. So that's how that works. Hopefully it'll be explanatory. Obviously there's help on the website itself anyway. Tells you how it works. If you get stuck, let me know. Mr. Treefrog says, just a thought, Steve, the watermarks now you use really affect the visibility of some photos. The small old ones were better. Yeah, they do come up a bit. I need to tweak with the settings on that a bit, don't I? Because they are a bit strong on some of them. The principal reason we're doing it, there's a, can't think what the website called. There is a website based in Europe somewhere that's basically pinching everybody's pictures off of Easy Live and Saurum, and doing things with them, so hence watermarking them a little bit better. I thought I'd do it with the logo instead of just the website name, but yeah, I'll tweak the settings with that for the next time around. Obviously, if you go to the Colcon website, you know, the pictures are all on here. What we were just looking at, the extraordinary, and we can zoom in much bigger anyway than they are on the Easy Live site, and they just have the tiny little logo in the middle. So that's your answer to that one in the meantime. But I will try and tweak that setting for next time and see if I can get it a bit a little bit paler, or move it to the bottom or something. it's all a case of keep tweaking things, keep trying to make things a little bit better each time. Videos, there will be, as soon as I can get them done for all the machines as usual, the twirly-whirly videos. Tomorrow I've got to clear Dad's place out, so I'm kind of tied up tomorrow. But I will get them done before the weekend, so panic not. I think there's still a few odd photographs to go up, mostly coins, which are, you know what a coin looks like. I think there's 3 or 4 odd lots that haven't got the photographs yet. So working on it as quick as I can. Stevie says, hello, Stephen all evening. In fact, no watermarks would be better. Most auction houses don't use for this reason. Yeah, I know, but I object to having, it takes me a lot of time and effort to try and take nice photographs for then some other website to rip them off and make money out of all my hard work, which I object to. So there we are. That's the reason I have to end up watermarking photographs, unfortunately. So yeah, now any questions on any of the machines, let me know. There's more, I think there's 5 Mutoscope reels. Obviously I'll get all those filmed in the next day or two. I think all the machines have got descriptions on. A couple of the high tops, the red high tops, they need payout bits and bobs, slides and fingers and whatnot. I'll put in the description what they need. All the big machines seem to be pretty much all there and working-ish or just about. I haven't done full tests on them just because of time, and at the end of the day, they're not my machines to fiddle with. Just bear excuse me, bear in mind they've stood for quite a few years not being used, but they do seem to. Their crane works. The Coke machine, that seems to be getting cold and working. The coin mech was not accepting the coin, just jam or sticky or something I expect. French crane works. The road safety has got the payout solenoid disconnected inside the wires, disconnected. But it's almost all mechanical anyway, as you can see from the picture of the mechanism. Boxes works. What was the other big stuff? Working model obviously works. The footballer, that's currently on free play. I think the mechanism is kind of wide at the back, but it does, as far as I can see, it's all there. The 2 coins in and 1 out for the winner. Just needs a bit of tweaking. The radius has obviously got bits missing. The Crazy Farmyard Shooter works. John Wayne's working. Mechanism is a bit sluggish and sticky. Cocktail Waitress, that's jammed at the minute. If I get time, we'll try and have a bit of a look and see where, you know, it's probably any coin jam or something. The punch ball seems to be all there, but there's a few loose bits of mechanism. The case has been rebuilt basically, nice solid oak case. But it's almost like 2 or 3 bits of the mech haven't actually been screwed into the case. So again, it needs a bit of a tweak, but taking pictures of the mechanism so you can see, as far as I can see, it's all there. Scales is jammed and locked, but there's not actually a lot in scales, as anybody got scales will know. Space Invaders / Lunar Rescue is not working. Doesn't do anything when you apply power to it, so could just be power supply. Looks like it's all there. Looks like all the boards are there. And I didn't see any obvious sort of, you know, big burn marks on the boards or anything like that. So I don't know, but I'm guessing it's probably power supply. That's what it usually is. Puppets Snow White works. The tape player is a bit worn out, needs a new tape. Yeah. So that's it. I think on all those. If anybody needs to know anything about anything, then fire away, let me know. What else have we got in? Everything's here in Cambridge, barring the arcade trailer, which is over in Leamington in the Elephant House. So if you buy that, you will need to collect that from Leamington. I can't get it to Cambridge because I haven't got a tow bar on my van. So I should put a note on there actually. Note for self while I remember. Want something to write on. Collect arcade from Leamington. Right, I'll try and update it in a bit. What else? A couple of signs, light up signs. Spares are in the 26 auction. I may end up having to move that a week. It's just still small stuff to catalogue. So I've got a few other things I've got to do this week yet. Fairground, what have we got over here? Yeah, 2 little strikers there working. The horse, sweet little horse. The spinning pillar, the mirrors and that are all good. There's no cracks in them. There's a little bit of foxing in the mirrors. Mirrors are almost impossible to photograph, of course. They're really hard. I tried to do it quite dark so that you can see the cut stars in the mirrors. But as usual, you're welcome to come and look at anything. Misc. What have we got in the Misc section? Oh yeah, we've got the Pixies. They're quite fun. There's obviously something I haven't photographed yet. So it says there's 5 lots and there's only 4 there. There's a photograph missing. Cadbury's cabinets, they're rather sweet. If you collect little things, really unusual to have a pair of cabinets. They're stamped up in the top with Cadbury's. Oh, the website's going slow. Probably me trying to click on too many things at once. Yeah, they've got Cadbury stamped in the top and in the bottom edge. So yeah, they're quite dinky. 13 inches wide, 21 high, 6.5 deep. So if you collect little bits and bobs, very sweet. Pardon the pun. Some radios. These haven't. This one has got a battery. Oh, I put the wrong picture up. Have I clicked on the wrong one? This one. Ah, there we are. Scroll down, idiot. That one's got a battery and works fine. And the other ones haven't got batteries in. And they're various sizes. I haven't got many batteries to test them. So gramophone works fine. It's got a few records with it. And the music box, that works as well. Lever wind. So yeah, there we go. And what does that leave us with? What's in this section? Oh, the great big film light. Fantastic thing if you've got a big games room or something, light up, or stand in your garage, light your car up, whatever. Very big impressive thing. A few toys. And some bus ticket machines. These are Argentinian bus tickets, no less, and machines. There they are. Those of you, must be someone who collects Argentinian bus tickets. Why not? Oh dear me. So there we are. Super. So any questions from anybody, fire away. If not, I will sign off shortly and save my throat, because I've got to try and get some voice back properly by Sunday. And say the pre-bidding thing is now open. If you joined the stream late, click on the thing, sign in, etc. Use the catalogue, click on whatever you like, and place a bid. Oh, somebody's already bid on this one. So if I bid, I'll bid £5, let's say. See what happens. That should, so the bid should shoot up to £6 then, shouldn't it? I would imagine, because I'm sure they're a bit more than £5, just a few £100 worth of toy. Yes, so they are. It tells me I've outbid. If I go to the catalogue, to recess, you have been outbid. There we are. And that would have no doubt sent me some emails to confirm it. There you go. If you get stuck, let me know. But hopefully it's pretty self-explanatory. So there we are. So I've got just a few more odd photographs to add. The propeller, clock, I think that's about it, isn't it? And then coins, I think was the other thing, wasn't it? Right at the end of the sale. Well, we know what coins look like, so it's not too much of a panic, is it? Yeah. So we'll try and get them done tonight or tomorrow, and then videos, which will probably be Wednesday and no, it won't be Wednesday. Might get a few done tomorrow in the morning, and then Thursday. So there we are. Then the plan will be, thanks Peter, great to have you back. Well, I'm sort of half back. The plan then usually will be, you know, week after the auction, if you want to pick up stuff from Cambridge here, and the following weekend, I'll try and be in Leamington as usual. As I say, the spare parts sale, I may well move another week into the first week in April. A, because I've still got some more stuff to catalogue for it, I've just got to sort out. And B, so I can then be in Leamington the weekend following the auction, which is what I usually do if you want to collect stuff from there. So that doesn't time me up with the auction. So watch this space for the date on that. And then hopefully, again, the auction that was scheduled for the end of March, which will be the next amusement auction, I may move that a week to the first week in April, just because it's going to be too close together if not. To get another nice batch of stuff in. There's already some nice stuff lined up for that sale, so that'll be good. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, that will put us back on track again after all the yes, kind of chaos of the past few weeks with one thing and another. Hopefully nothing else will go wrong for the rest of the year. Yeah. Right, so that's it for me, I think. I'll be back on Friday night. Hopefully by then everything will be videoed, machine-wise. Any questions in the meantime, let me know. Have a play with the pre-bidding thing. Just bear in mind they're real bids, as I say, so don't go putting £1,000 on something if you don't want to pay £1,000 for it. But by all means, bid £5, £10 for machines or whatever. Just to give you a feel of how it works. Check you're getting the emails backwards and forwards and one thing and another. And catch you Friday night, or if not, Sunday for the auction. And then Sunday night for the usual debrief after the sale. That's it. Over and out from me. I'm going to go and have a hot lemon or something. Night night. Catch you on Friday.